Hello guys, I welcome you all in this Android application development tutorial. So today we'll be learning the concept of WebView. Now let me first explain what an WebView is. WebView is a view with the help of which we can use or load some custom HTML tags in our application. With the help of WebView, we can also load some URL address or websites in our Android application itself. Now before this, when we tried to load the URL address with the help of intent, we were requesting another component or another application, that was Google Chrome, to show us the website or help us to view the website. But what if we want to view one particular website in our application itself? So that time we can use the concept of WebView. Now let's try and understand this WebView with the help of program. So here you can see that I have already created the project and I am in my XML file. So here I'll simply create one WebView. I'll give the ID. So let's say I've given the ID as web. Now I'll go to my Java and here I'll create one object for this WebView. I'll initialize it. With my XML file. So it's done. Now let's try and create some custom HTML tags. So I'll be creating one object of string data type. So inside this I'll be using the HTML tags. So I'm using HTML, then I'll use the body tag. So inside this I'll be using several other tags. So let's use heading tag h1. So I'll mention this is my heading. So this way we can use HTML in our Android application. Now let's use one more tag. So another tag, let's say paragraph. So I'll write one message. This is my paragraph. So I'll close this p tag. So this way we can simply create HTML tags. Now I'll do the next thing, that is load this data, because we have created this data. So I'll use load data in place of URL. When we are using or putting some URL address, that time we can use this load URL. So I'll use load data. I'll give the string object name where I have all my datas or the tags. Next thing, I'll select the type, that is text/HTML, and last one will be encoding. So I'll use UTF-8 encoding. So our program is done. Now let's install it and check the output. So it's installing. Now you can see our heading tag is there along with our paragraph tag. So now let's do one more program for this WebView, in which let's try and load one website or URL address. So now in place of load data, we'll be using load URL. So here we can give the URL address. So let's say I'm giving, okay, let's use google.com google.com, as it's very light and it will be loaded fast also. So another thing will be, this website has JavaScript enabled, so we have to set that settings as well. So I'll set the settings of JavaScript as true, so that it will get enabled. Now next thing, I want my this website to be loaded in this application itself, so I'm giving this WebView client here itself. Now next thing what we have to give is the permission, Android permission. So internet permission is required to run any websites or anything, because with the help of internet only we can load any URL. So that permission we have to enable in the manifest. So here you can see these are all the permissions. So I'll be enabling one of the permission, that is internet. Now internet access will be there in this application. So with this, let's run this. I'll try and give any other URL address as well, so that we can view other websites also. So here you can see that google.com has been loaded. So let's try for any other URL. So I have given my website address. So here you can see it has been loaded. So this way we can load some URL addresses in our application itself using the concept of WebView. So I hope you guys understood the concept of WebView. Further, if you have any questions, any doubts, you can mention it in the comment section below, or else you can message me. Thank you for watching.